Alrighty, hello. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is an educational channel, and we check out great theories, concepts, discoveries, and other things that you might not be familiar with, but they are worth the digging and worth your time. Uh, these are a lot of them are things from people who dedicated their whole lives to things, um, wrote their magnum opus that nobody read. Things like that, but also this segment that we have is called the Q-tip of the spear, and we look at the coverage of the cutting edge of the info war from some podcasters that I pay attention to, and just toss around some of the ideas. Uh, I can't really say um, that I'm evolving in any way about the events, what's going on. Um, I'm having trouble even being interested anymore because the psyops are just so thick and it's just so difficult to figure out what's going on. And it's just like it's kind of, like watching a soap opera, and you know that you could miss the next 2 weeks and you'd be able to get right back where you started from. There's nothing really uh, going on. It all kind of adds up, but you don't really know till later what's really going on because a lot of it is false. A lot, there's people that are going back on ceasefires, and people who are lying, and go to trial, and you know the result is one thing, but then there's an appeal, and it gets turned over on appeal, or whatever. There's a vote for something, and it looks like it's one way, and it turns out to be the other way. But then eventually, it probably will turn around to be the first way again. And so it's just not even worth it, especially when there are more important things to do, which are just pretty much assume that the Patriots are in control, um, and get yourself together. Because the upshot of the Patriots being in control is that the Patriots are eventually going to be able to implement their agenda on the world. And if their agenda is encumbered with deep state psyops, propaganda, hoaxes, false flags, and so on, unbeknownst to them, then we're we're worse off than we were before. So you have to recognize a higher sense of responsibility here. This isn't just another 4-year election. This is, for all the marbles, worldwide civil war. And the upshot of and dethroning a power who's been, uh, them or somebody else has been in charge since day one on this planet. We have not had our sovereignty yet. And so this is the greatest opportunity that we've had. And to squander it because we don't have our shit together in terms of making sure that the stuff that we're going to pass on to our ancestors or our successors, um, our descendants, is stands the test of scrutiny. And that is the huge Achilles heel that I see in this patriot movement, is that they're refusing to examine their own, um, lore, their values, and their uh, paradigms, their diets, their primarily belief systems, and that's where the most egregious problems lie. In that they have literally, this is a Christian movement, and 9/10 of them have no idea what they're talking about with that stuff. Open up the book and read it, and then after you get done reading it once, read some other stuff to give you a context of what it was that you just read. Try to figure out, why was this written? Where was this written? By whom was this written? In what order were these books written? Why are these books here and not other books? And then, especially, um, what language is the book written in? And then you can go back and read the book again, with some idea of what it is that you're looking at. But instead, what we have is we have a patriot movement that is in a trance. And it's just like this Bible/Jesus trance. You mention either the New Testament of the Bible or Jesus Christ, and they just glaze over and just rubber stamp it. Oh, yeah, yeah, Jesus Christ, the New Testament, that gets a free pass. We don't scrutinize that. We're not allowed to check to see if that's legit or if it's a psyop. And even just a small amount of common sense and reflection will tell you, even before you search for it, that it is a psyop. Of course it's a psyop. What else would it be? And then you can start figuring out who the psyop is from. It doesn't really take very much. Perhaps you can look at the symbolism. Except we don't understand the Christian symbolism because we think it's all about a cross, somebody being crucified on a cross, even though that was never or hardly ever used as a symbol for Christianity up until like 1000 AD, and never ever used in the first century of its existence. And the main appeal of the cross was an obvious false flag, where Emperor Constantine basically claimed, his mother claimed to have traveled to Judea and found the authentic cross there. And this is in the 4th century, early 4th century. So, for the first 250 years of Christianity, it was more along the lines of a fish, and in particular a dolphin. And the dolphin was often wrapped around an anchor. And that, strangely enough, was the same symbolism used by the Roman emperors, the Roman emperors of the Flavian dynasty, especially Emperor Titus, who was emperor from 79 to 81 AD. And, you can find that symbolism in the Christian catacombs there in Rome, in the 1st century, late 1st century. So they were using that at the earliest time period. And then you have to ask a question: why is this religion of peasants using the same symbolism as the Roman emperors. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment, contribute, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great day.